What's up? Ooh, echo. Let's change that. Okay. That is Craig Kendall Smith. What's going on? Let me see if I can get rid of this echo here. Do you guys all hear the echo here? I know you on Instagram don't. What's going on, everybody? Let's see if I can figure this out for YouTube, because I've got an echo. Let's do this here. Uh-huh. Okay. Nope. Not there. All right. There. Okay. Let's see if I've got it now. I do hear it on Instagram. Lavarius, Mike, what's going on? Perfect. Let's see if the audio is coming through here on YouTube as well. I am doing something new, guys. Let me know if this is coming through on YouTube. And we'll go there. Hey, what's going on? Blue Collar Stick Steve, hello, hello. Hope you guys are all doing well on this Sunday evening. If you are echo sorted, okay, so incognito, it looks like we've got the audio all taken care of. Go ahead and confirm that for me. I believe we've got it all sorted through. TC Vasquez, yes, what's going on? Steve said, what's up? All good. Perfect. All good here. Perfect. It's all working. So here's what we're going to do, guys. I have here a cigar from Morales Cigars, and this is a cigar that, quite frankly, we have been holding on to. Kyle has his still. This is the 803 from Morales Cigars. We have had their original one, which was phenomenal, which you have not tried. If you have not checked out that video on our YouTube, please go and do that when we reviewed that Morales cigar. Linda, what's going on? Happy Sunday to you. Hope you are all doing well. Perfect. All good here, Steve? Yes. Wonderful. So I'm going to go ahead and cut and light this, but I wanted to give you guys some information about this cigar, so let me pull it up real quick. I'm going to be that guy that's got the multiple things going on at the same time, because that's just how it goes here. Self-produced, self-done, self-everything tonight. So, how is everybody doing on this Sunday evening? Did you guys all enjoy getting an additional hour of sleep last night? Or if you have young kids, did you enjoy it? What's up, Robbie Mac? Did you guys enjoy the fact that you could sort of trick them into going to bed a little bit early? So, let's see here. We're going to go here. Morales Cigars, their tagline, just so everybody knows, is when I'm older than 18, yes. So we're going to go to the blends. And as you guys know, we have done the 1205, which was phenomenal. We did a review on that. So this 803, I'm just wrapping up work, about to head home. Oh, nice, Craig. Thanks for jumping on here. It's got a beautiful footband for those of you that are watching here on Instagram and they're on YouTube. There's the footband, and then we've got the main band. The 1205 has sort of a goldenrod color, if you will, for the cigar band. This is a really, really beautifully done, sort of a silvery color. And let's see if I can get that to focus there. Let's see if I can do the whole trick thing and get it to work. Who knows if it will. I don't know. But for those of you on YouTube, that is what it looks like. So this is a Dominican cigar. It is full-bodied. It is a Brazilian I'm going to butcher this. Arapiraca. There we go. A Brazilian Arapiraca wrapper. The binder's Dominican and the filler are both Nicaraguan and Dominican. And if it is anything like what we enjoyed, Andy Van Dyke, what's going on, brother? If it is anything like we enjoyed during the 1205, it's going to be a fantastic cigar. Quick shout out. If you guys are not following, that's the one I already put on. If you guys are not following Post Alone on Instagram or YouTube, please do that. Great reviews, great unboxing, all sorts of great stuff from him. He was generous enough and sent me a couple stickers, so likewise, we're going to be returning that love. So let me get open my Herf here. What's up, Dan? Hope you're doing well tonight. I'm going to open up here, get my cutter out, and we are going to rock and roll with this cigar. Anybody smoking anything right now? Anybody relaxing on their Sunday evening and just hanging out, having a good time? we have spotty Wi-Fi action, so I'm hopping off. Just wanted to say hey and keep up the great work. Oh, thanks, Linda. So sweet of you to jump on here. I appreciate it. Yes, I post. Exactly, Robbie. I post alone right there. That there is his sticker for all of you those there on the YouTube, on the inner tubes. There you go. He sent me stickers too. He's a great guy. Yes, absolutely. Could completely agree with that. So let's get my ashtray here. And it's kind of interesting. Morales Cigars. What is going on? I am just getting ready to cut and light this wonderful 803 Brickhouse Mighty Maduro. Nice, Robbie Mack. Andy, you smoking anything right now? TC Vasca, CAO America. Very nice. And so I am going to go ahead and get this cut and get this lit, and we're going to get going. This is a cigar, like I've mentioned before a minute ago, that we've had, frankly, for a couple months, and Kyle and I just have not been able to get to the point where we could smoke it and review it, whether it was a recorded one, which we already did for the 1205, or whether it was in a live. And I just messaged Kyle today and just said, hey, you know what? I'm going to do it. It's Sunday night. We had time change. My body's adjusted. I mean, it's only an hour, so it can't be that bad. And I am going to enjoy a cigar and go live with this. And so that's what I'm doing for everybody. So 1502 XO. Oh, Andy Van Dyke. Great choice. So let's go with some dry draw notes. And this is considered a full-bodied cigar. Shadow Smokers Legion, what's going on, Tony? I am checking out the Morales Cigar Company 803 tonight. And the dry draw notes are very earthy. Got sort of a raisiny date kind of a flavor. Love that guy, Kyle. Huge fan. Yeah, Robbie, he is a good guy. Looks interesting. Yeah, you know what, Tony? You got to check these guys out. Check out Morales Cigars. In fact, they're in here right now. Shadow Smokers Legion would really enjoy the cigar. So I'm going to go ahead and light this bad boy up, and we'll go from there. As usual, guys, you know here at Dad Smoking Cigars, we are exclusively using Vertigo Lotus products, cutters, and lighters because, as Lotus says, fueled by passion, we have absolutely loved what Let's Smoke next weekend. LLBJ, what's going on? Brendan Brazier, how are you? Yes, we got to get together soon for the next cigar sit-down episode. Ooh, that's good. I was going to say interesting, but interesting sounds bad. So, good Seahawks won, so I'm good. I'm good for now. Nice to know, Brennan. So, this has sort of a dark, rich earthiness to it on initial light up, and it's really good, and there's a little bit of spice to it. I mean, it is a full-bodied cigar, so you're going to get that, full-bodied, whether it be the spice or any of those different things through it as a full body. Let's hope that it doesn't kick me too hard. I'm a huge fan of you too, homie. Oh, Robbie, the love is mutual, brother. Love is absolutely mutual. So, that is the initial notes right now on it. I'm getting sort of the earthiness, the spiciness. Not really any pepper, but there's almost like a chili powder kind of flavoring to it, which is really good. And I honestly don't know if I have had a cigar that has I'm going to try and read it again. Brazilian Arapiraca. Arapiraca? I don't know how I say it. I think I'm trying it, but we'll see what that is. The Brazilian Arapiraca wrapper is what's on it. And I don't know if I've had a cigar. Cigar sounds incredible. Yeah, it is. It's really good. And I don't know if I've had a cigar that has that wrapper on it before, and I'm really enjoying it. So, we are doing a dual stream tonight, in case you guys didn't know already. So we are live on Instagram here, obviously on the Dad Smoking Cigars Instagram, as well as on YouTube. And so, what do you drink with? I typically either have just water or sometimes whiskey, whether it's bourbon or rye. I'm typically more of a bourbon fan. I do like Scotch the best, actually, though, to answer that question there, Brendan. So, Anybody else drinking anything right now with their cigar? Are they just hanging out, enjoying their cigar? Or anybody smoking or just hanging out, period. So I know a couple people, CAO Brasilia, a couple of the YouTube watchers right now. We've got TC Vasquez, got the CAO America. I have not tried the World Tour, actually, believe it or not. So I need to get my hands on some of those. And then Andy Van Dyke has got the 1502 XO, which is 18-year aged. It is fantastic, phenomenal. Oh my goodness. If you have not seen our review of that, please do so on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Dad Smoking Cigars. Robbie, I'll have you jump on here. Absolutely. I know Morales is watching as well, so if they want to jump on, I may have to kick you off. We'll see here, Brandon. We'll see here, Robbie. And go from there. And let's see if you talking on my phone through the video works out for the audio here. What's up, brother?
What's going on, brother, man?
Not much. Dan Davila smoking an Atabey. Good for him.
Ooh, an Atabey. Nice.
Yes.
I believe that's cigars, isn't it?
That is distributed by United.
Fair enough.
Craig's Bainham. What's going on, Craig? Hope Australia's treating you well since you're back home now. So what are you smoking?
I'm still on this Mighty Maduro, finishing up with this brick house here. I'm about to move on.
Nice.
And,
Oh,
hear what I'm like.
there you go.
What do you want again?
I'm smoking a Morales 803. David Long. David, my brother. What's up, David? Truly my brother. My middle brother. Yeah. So, I don't know. Maybe you're going to stick with a Maduro. Maybe you're going to go more of a medium next. What are your choices?
I'm thinking about going down, yeah. My palate's changing. I was thinking about the Espinosa,
Ooh, which one?
the orange one, what's it called?
Laranja?
Laranja. Yeah.
Yes, Espinosa Laranja. One of the few Espinosas I haven't had yet.
It's a good one.
Nice.
It's one of my favorite, actually. It's probably my favorite.
Now, do you pick up the citrus notes in it? Can you pick up on those citrusy, orangey notes?
Absolutely.
Nice.
Absolutely. Lacey Max wanting to say hi here.
Oh, yeah. She's always got to jump in. Get her 15 seconds in the spotlight.
She's smoking a Padron 26.
Nice. Good choice on her end.
Yes, your body.
So for everybody on YouTube right now, whether it's TC Vasquez, Steve with Blue Collar Sticks, Andy, I know you guys are smoking some different things. What have you guys tried lately that you enjoy, or what are you going to be trying soon? What are you keeping your eyes out for? What cigars do you think we should try? Because we've got a new review coming this Friday by a brand that was sent to us that we're excited about, that I did an unboxing of a couple weeks ago. And so we're going to be trying those out here in this week's Fresh Review Friday. And we're going to be doing a barber pull for the first time, actually.
Nice. Was that the crowned heads that I saw?
No, these are put out by Regina Cigars.
Okay.
So they...
some good that I'd like to send you that are local and hand-rolled. But I've seen, y'all are really stepping up your game lately.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate that.
Absolutely. I think I saw y'all had some crowned heads, or perhaps.
Kyle may have gotten those. Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't seen any, but those may be through Kyle.
But yeah, y'all have been all over the place. And,
we've been to quite a few events the last few weeks. It's been fun.
Looks like it.
Oh, yeah.
Like a lot of fun, man.
Yep, definitely. So, I'm touching up just a little bit. When I lit the cigar, I figured it was going to burn a little wonky because I noticed when I held the lighter, it went just a little bit sideways on me. So my fault, not the cigars. So I'm just going to touch it up real quick. Because obviously, you guys, if you've joined us for a live review in the past before at all, what are through me now? Oh, Kyle's on YouTube now. Kyle, Robbie Mac was asking, he's on Instagram right now. Robbie Mac was asking about any crown heads or anything like that, and thought he saw that we had some, so I was wondering if maybe those were yours, Kyle. But this is really good. It's definitely full-bodied. It's definitely got a nice, like a chili powder, chili pepper kind of a spice to it. But there's definitely some dark, earthy soils, and it's really good. And it's a Toro, so I got plenty of cigar to enjoy, which is nice.
Nice, very nice. You like that spicy?
You know what? Every once in a while, I do enjoy a good spicy cigar.
What is your favorite spicy cigar, would you say?
Ooh. You know, if I'm going to have a good, like, real spicy one, honestly, the Firecracker by United's really good.
You know, I've not tried
Oh, you got to try that.
I do, and I'm going to take you up on that. Between the Don Pepin Garcia and the AJ, the Blue Label.
Okay.
Have you tried those?
No, I have not tried either one of them. I heard about the Don Pepin Garcia quite a bit, but have not had either one. My Monthly Cigars, what's going on? Thanks for jumping on here. I am doing sort of a live review of the Morales 803 cigar. It is the silver band. This is the Toro size, and it is delicious so far. Kyle's chiming in on YouTube saying, nope, it wasn't him with the crown head. So maybe it was somebody else, Robbie. Who knows?
I get around a little bit. Hey, by the way.
Oh, yeah, sporting the hat.
If you don't have your hat, come on now.
If you don't have your Dad Smoking Cigars hat, guys, we've got these left in our inventory. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 5 of them left in stock. If you don't have your Dad Smoking Cigars hat, go to dadsmokingcigars.com, click on shop, click enter shop, get yourself some swag. And we've got some sweatshirts now. We've actually got an embroidered beanie. So with the colder weather that is here in many parts of the country and coming more, we've got our embroidered beanies that has what we call the stacked logo. So it's got this logo on it right there. And yeah, we've got some new stuff that's up and some new stuff going up too. So
nice.
Yeah.
Do some shop sell, honestly.
Maybe. In fact, I've got it's right here. Which was ordered, our DSC block, the original block. This is in the charred finish. This is heading out to a gentleman in, I believe it's Indiana, and it's heading out tomorrow. So that's going to be on its way out. So that's always fun to send out, give somebody a mail call.
Nice, very nice.
So Steve with Blue Collar Sticks, tried the Blue Sapphire. I liked it, but I think I overhyped it in my mind. Very good, but not great. Oh, Steve, you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. And Kyle and I have had cigars where we thought, oh, this is going to be absolutely amazing. And some of them have lived up to the hype, and some of them haven't. I mean, we had the Alec Bradley Magic Toast, which for the most part lived up to its hype. We've had a couple other ones that were, oh, you got to try this, you got to try that. The Viva La Vida was really good. But we've had a couple that, oh, you got to try it out. It's a great stick. And then we try and it's like, you know what, it's good, but I don't think it's worth as much hype as everybody was giving it. And so, you know what, Steve, that's just how it goes sometimes. Kyle says, tomorrow we are shooting our next Fresh Review Friday. Yes, be on the lookout for that. Yeah, I gave them sort of a preview, Kyle, and let them know that we're going to be doing our first Barber Pole review for this week's Fresh Review Friday. So be on the lookout for that, absolutely. And we are excited to bring that to you from a boutique brand that is up and coming that sent us a whole bunch of cigars. And we still got to send a few of them out to some of our friends that review cigars. So we're going to review one of theirs. But this Morales cigar, guys, as you can see, I'm getting through the first third. There's the Instagram shot for all of y'all peoples, and then for you guys on YouTube. Getting into the first third, and the spice is probably the most prominent flavor of it, and it's not a pepper spice, but more of like a chili powder or chili pepper spice, and it's really good. It's a smooth draw. I did the V-cut like I always do. Bradical 1977, what's up? Viva La Vida is nice. Yes, Morales Cigars. And I don't know, is this Emmanuel or is this Yenny? I don't know who with Morales Cigars. Guys, Morales Cigars is on this, and so if you are not connected, you can see them popping up in the comments here on Instagram. You have got to check out Morales Cigar on Instagram or moralescigar.com. Their blends, they've got the 1205, they've got this 803, and this is now obviously me having their second one that is in their line, and it is good, guys. They deliver every single time. The 1205s that Kyle and I reviewed, you know, what's up, Emmanuel? Thanks for jumping on. I know it's late where you are, but thank you for jumping on. I wanted to make sure we were, of course, letting you know as we go live reviewing your cigar. And we've got a couple people that we've actually turned on to Morales Cigars. We've got Jay Clark, who's here on Instagram, that we've turned on to him. He actually got to go and meet with Emmanuel and hang out and have a couple Morales cigars. And because he enjoyed them so much, he bought some and took them home and put them into his rotation, which was awesome. But we wanted to review this and just let you guys know our thoughts on Morales cigars, not in a formal Fresh Review Friday, because we did cover one of theirs already, but wanted to be interactive with you guys. So if you have comments, thoughts, questions, anything like that at all, whether you're here on Instagram, whether you're on YouTube, make sure really that you're following. There you go. Barrel Burners. Uh-oh, you patch checking me? You patch checking me, brother? Well, it's a good thing I got a handy right here, bro. Barrel Burners up. There you go. But, yeah, if you guys do not follow Morales Cigars, please do that. They put out great quality cigars, good flavor, good draw, and you really can't go wrong with them. And you look at the smoke output, guys. It's doing great. And I just realized my vent isn't on. Let me turn on my vent real quick because I just realized it's not on. Give me 1 second here. There we go. Now I won't be sitting in a big haze. Just don't smoke mine. Oh, Kyle, I actually pre-gamed with your Morales 803, and so I'm having mine now. Was I not supposed to do that? What you got there, Robbie Mac?
I've got a aging room.
Aging room, nice.
My boy, Dusty. Captain Dusty, he's the captain of Ashholm, Florida.
Oh, nice. I have not had that before. I haven't actually tried any of the aging room ones. There's the list of what I need to try is getting longer and longer by the day.
I know.
Okay.
It's all good.
Nice. So for those of you on YouTube, sorry, Robbie, I didn't mean to jump in and cut you off. Natsico Cigars, what's up? Morales Cigars, Emmanuel saying, if you have ever tried the CAO Brasilia, it's the same type of wrapper. So we've got TC Vasquez here on YouTube, and he is currently enjoying the CAO America. So TC, if you have had the CAO Brasilia, then you will enjoy this Morales 803 because it's got the exact same wrapper. It's the Brazilian I cannot say this. This will be the one word in cigars that I can't ever say. Brazilian Arapiraca. There we go. You went sideways on us. Nat Cinco Cigars, what's going on? What are you smoking? Anybody that's just joining, what cigars are you enjoying tonight, or what drink are you enjoying? Dude, if you pre-gamed with that and it's as spicy as you say, your head must be spinning. Yeah, Kyle, that is true. If I had pre-gamed with the other one, then I would definitely, as a full-bodied cigar, I'd be sitting here probably eating meat and potatoes to be able to hold everything in. But smoke output, guys, I mean, you can see it. It's doing well. I did the touch-up, and the burn actually is nice and straight now. 1965 Anniversario and some Blue Label tonight. Oh, good for you, Nat Cinco. Oh, thanks for the hearts, whoever that is. Thanks for the love. Greatly appreciated. For those of you that are here on Instagram, in case you're not aware, we do have a YouTube channel. It is youtube.com/dadsmokingcigars, where you can see all of our Fresh Review Fridays, all the content we post. Everything is up on there, and we would love it if you would just add us to your rotation. We don't want to be the only schmucks that you guys check out and listen to for cigar reviews and input and content, but we want to be part of it. That's really all it comes down to at the end. And so Dad Smoking Cigars on YouTube or here on Instagram, it's at Dads. For those of you on YouTube that don't follow us, it's at Dads_smoking_cigars. And then we're on Facebook. It's just at Dad Smoking Cigars. And then on Twitter, we are at Dads Smoke Cigars because Twitter has that wonderful character limit for your handle. And so, well, we had to get creative and figure out what we wanted to do. So looking at the construction of this as it's burning, and everything that's going on with it. It is not getting hot by any means. I mean, it's starting to warm up just before where the ash is, but not too much at all. I mean, look at that, guys. It is just razor straight now as soon as I correct it, which is why I knew it was the way that I lit it. I'll show you guys there on YouTube. And the burn and everything, it is corrected and is doing great. So the construction, it feels very tightly packed, almost too tight, but when you draw through it, it's really right where I like it. Just a hint tighter, but pretty much exactly where I like it. And the footband came right off, and as you can see, the main band, it slides pretty easily, but it's not too loose by any means at all, which I like because that way you can identify the cigar. You've got the band there, but then you're also able to easily remove it and not mess up your wrapper, and that's huge with me here and Kyle. We enjoy being able to cleanly take off our bands, and for us, that's just another level of craftsmanship and attention to detail. Yeah,
you. To be honest with you,
what's up?
I'm not fit. Oh.
Really?
Aging room. I've had aging rooms that I've really liked, like the F55. But, this is getting a really bitter taste.
Ooh, which aging room is it again?
Right there.
Okay. And you're just, it's not doing it for you, huh? Coming through a little bitter?
Just not feeling it. Very bitter, I'm going to have to stomp it out.
That's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. No offense to whoever gave that to me.
No, not at all. But you know what? That happens sometimes. You'll get a cigar where, it gets a bitter part. I mean, we know one of our friends that does reviews where he's had a line that we absolutely love here at Dad Smoking Cigars. And in the Connecticut, for him, it just gets bitter. And, that's unfortunate for him. But that's just how it goes sometimes. And you grab another stick and don't hold it against him and go from there.
Well, I want to say I've had the same stick and it was really good and really full. And maybe my palate's just changing a little bit, perhaps.
That's possible.
Yeah, it's just very bitter, very full.
Yeah, Emmanuel with Morales is saying try blowing out a couple times. I mean, you may have done that already, but try blowing out and seeing if you can clean it out. Get any of that ammonia that may be in there, which shouldn't because it's aged, obviously. Get it out of there. But also, and I know you already know this, Robbie, but for those of you that may not know, when you're lighting a cigar and you light it and you realize there's a big flame right there on the foot, actually exhale and blow through the cigar and turn off the lighter and keep the flame there until it essentially blows out. So you're exhaling continuously. That will blow anything that is in the cigar that is considered a toxin, if you will, to the flavors of it, and blow it all out, and then it gives you a much better flavor when you take the next draw. So, who knows? It may just be that you've got a bitter stick and it's just not working for you, but maybe you want to try it, and maybe not. Maybe you move on. Well, Emmanuel, I know obviously you're tuned in because I'm enjoying, and I'm going to say that honestly, I am enjoying this cigar. The burn is doing great. And I know I've got Robbie Mack on right now, and I don't want to kick him off, but Emmanuel, if you want to jump on, let me know, please, in the comments. I would love to have you on and talk about your cigars and what you're doing and get your input on this.
Yeah, I'm going to head out, man. It was good talking to you.
Absolutely, always.
Get off and listen.
Perfect.
Good night, brother. It was good.
Absolutely. Always a good time. Take it easy, Robbie.
Brother, man.
All right, later. All right, guys, it is me hanging out here. Redbeard Cigar. Ben, what's going on, Ben? Hope you are doing well on this Sunday evening. We are dual streaming right now. I am on YouTube, streaming live, as well as here on Instagram. So if you're on YouTube, obviously you can see my phone in front of you. Maybe I should block my face. It might be a prettier view, but hey, you're stuck with me. But yeah, doing a dual live stream tonight. Figured I'd jump on Instagram as well as YouTube because I am reviewing the Morales Cigar Company, Morales Cigars 803. This is their silver band. It is a full-bodied Brazilian wrapper with Dominican and Nicaraguan fillers, and it is really, really good. Nice, good, full-bodied, good spice to it. I am enjoying it quite a bit. There's a nice coating of the mouth of the flavor. It doesn't just all blow out in the smoke. And it's really, really pleasing to my palate, even though I tend to gravitate more towards the medium plus cigars, or actually mild plus to medium. But this is doing a really, really great job for me tonight. I mean, I had a nice, good, big dinner with my family. We did pizzas here at home and had fun with it. My wife and I let our boys put all the toppings on our pizza and have fun with it, so it was a great time. But yeah, so I had a nice, good, full dinner, and this is a perfect after-dinner cigar for me for this Sunday evening. So, Ben, are you smoking anything right now? Are you enjoying a nice stogie on this Sunday evening after we all changed our clocks? Although you're in Arizona and you don't change clocks, so the rest of us are just yahoos compared to you, I guess. Incognito, sorry if you've covered this before, but how did you get started with cigars? Oh, good question coming in. Incognito. So, mine's improved. Oh, good to know, Robbie. So, Incognito on YouTube got started in cigars. Kyle's got his own story, and we'll have him share that sometime. Or maybe, Kyle, if you want to put it down in the comments. I got started actually, believe it or not, when I was a teenager, inappropriately so. Dan DH makes what's going on. Gonna light up a Viv Lancero. Oh, I need to get my hands on one of the Luxury Cigar Club limited edition Lanceros, the Viva La Vida Lancero. I will have to hit you up, Ben. But I was 13 or probably about 13 years old and went camping with my uncle. My brother and I did, and he handed us some cherry-wrapped, cherry-infused flavored cigar that was interesting. And obviously now I would never go within 100 miles of that cigar. But really it came down to when I started dating my wife, actually in college before I even knew my wife, a buddy and I would go and grab a cigar, and they were nothing famous or amazing at all. We'd go to the gas station or whatever and get some Garcia Vegas or Garcia y Vegas. They're in like a grayish cream colored tube, plastic tube. Oh, Ben, you're amazing. You guys at Redbeard are just phenomenal guys, and Luxury Cigar Club. In fact, you are, if you're watching on YouTube, you can see right up here, Luxury Cigar Club. We support wholeheartedly here and what they do at Luxury Cigar Club. So if you're on Instagram watching right now, right over here, let's move the phone so you can see. Right over there, guys, Luxury Cigar Club. If you want to get the most luxurious cigars there are out there, you've got to subscribe to Luxury Cigar Club. The different levels they have, the different options and offerings are amazing. But Incognito, to finish answering your question, in college I'd go and smoke cigars with buddies every once in a while, maybe get a Cohiba, do this, do that, whatever the case would be. But then I started dating my wife, and my father-in-law, enjoyed cigars. He's a retired firefighter and put in his time in Southern California here with a great city, and worked his way all the way up to being deputy chief and retired. And he would enjoy cigars with his neighbor. Willie Chicago, what's going on? Happy Sunday to you. I'm hanging out here enjoying a Morales 803 cigar tonight, doing a live review for you guys. So that is what it looks like. I have no idea if it's going to focus. It does not want to focus tonight on anything but what's there. I guess it's not going to work. I'm trying for you guys. But he and I would just go and sit on the back patio, and I'd have a cigar with my future father-in-law and just hang out and talk and relax. And so it was fun, and family get-togethers, we'd have cigars. And so, Incognito, that's really how I got into cigars. I appreciate that question. Thank you for asking it. And you know what? It just took off from there. Fortunately, because my father-in-law smoked cigars while his daughter was growing up. I don't have a daughter. I've only got two boys. God bless me with two beautiful boys. So when we would get together and hang out, we'd share a cigar. And so that's sort of my passion behind Dad smoking cigars. It was Kyle's idea. I'll never take credit for it because it was all his idea. It was his brainchild because of him enjoying cigars with his dad. And so my wife actually was used to cigar smoking every once in a while because of her dad. And so it worked out well for me when I started to enjoy cigars. She didn't mind it too much. Now I do have to brush my teeth and go through all those motions. Obviously, I've got beard oil and balm and different things like that so that I can help get the smoke smell out. But she doesn't mind it, and so I'm blessed by that, which is a great thing. Kyle says, jumping off, got to do some writing. Talk to you guys later. Absolutely, Kile. Take it easy. Thanks for jumping on. I will see you tomorrow evening when you are here in the HQ for us to film the next edition of Fresh Review Friday. I mean, look at that, guys. You just saw me sitting there talking and jaw-jacking for a couple minutes in between draws. Tons of smoke output, staying lit well. The construction's doing great. I really have no issues with this whatsoever. The flavor, getting maybe a little bit of a dark breadiness to it now, and so it is delicioso, as they say in Spanish. I know I said Spanish. I'm dorky like that. Incognito, thanks for answering. Big fan of your reviews. Oh, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate that. Incognito, I don't know your first name, and I feel terrible because obviously everybody's got their handles. If you could type in your name, I love being able to call people by their first name, whether it be anybody that's on our Instagram or on YouTube. You guys truly mean the world to Kyle and I when it comes to following us and what we do here at Dad Smoking Cigars. You guys are the reason that we, and I don't even want to say have been successful, you guys are the reason that we have the community that we're a part of, and we thoroughly enjoy it. For those of you that don't know, we are producing and putting on our own cigar show called the Pacific Cigar Show. In fact, I will show a little teaser here. For the first 50 people that sign up, and we're getting close, first 50 people that sign up and register for the Pacific Cigar Show are going to get this 3D printed, there we go, 3D printed coin, if you will. We wanted to be different. We wanted to be unique. And so we are, Paul, thank you, Paul, for putting in your name there. We wanted to create something that was different than a traditional gift. So Swine Gear Coffee Company, he makes coffee as well. He enjoys cigars, is a good friend of ours here at Dad Smoking Cigars. And he created these 3D printed. I will try and hold it out there for all of you in YouTube landia to see. But he 3D printed Pacific Cigar Show with our logo in red, as our logo is when you get to the purest one, the main one, in a red color. And so he's using that. And we're giving that out to the first 50 people. So March 28th, 2020 is when we are going to be in Phoenix, Arizona, which is the number 3, well, it goes back and forth with Florida, number 2 and number 3 cigar consumer group in the country. And we're taking an all-boutique cigar event and bringing it there. So go to PacificCigarShow.com and check out all the experience packages. The tagline for the event, really, guys, is it's not an event, it's an experience. It's a boutique cigar experience. And that's how we're phrasing it and framing it, because you guys can go to an event, you can pick up a couple sticks, you can go and smoke, you can have some food, maybe have a good drink, and hang out and enjoy it. But at the end of the day, it's just that, it's an event. And we would prefer to create an experience for you guys that is so memorable, you can't help but come back. And so that is what we're doing with the Pacific Cigar Show. So we would love to have you guys attend and join us. We've got some names that we are just about ready to announce being there. If you were listening a minute ago when I was talking to Redbeard Cigar Ben regarding a certain stick, then you may be able to figure out one of the manufacturers that is going to be at Pacific Cigar Show. So for those of you that aren't yet aware of that, and now you are, and go and purchase your experience passes. There's 3 different levels. There's one that gets you in the door so you can enjoy the experience. There's another level which is sort of like a VIP level, gets you a little bit more swag, gets you some different things when you come in. And then there's what we're calling the DSC VIP. So the Dad Smoking Cigars VIP includes a box of cigars and a whole bunch of different swag, cutter, lighter, and great stuff. So we would love to have you join us there and enjoy the experience. So there's my spiel on Pacific Cigar Show. So I know we've been hanging out. Andy, if you're still checking us out here on YouTube, how are you enjoying your 1502 XO? Great smoke output from this. Any questions you have, guys, feel free to drop them down here in the comments on Instagram, obviously in the comments over here on YouTube. Love to answer any questions like I just did for Paul. over on YouTube and get your guys' input, your take, answer any questions I can regarding Dad Smoking Cigars, Kyle and I, what we do, what we enjoy, and really just go from there. So we are here, I'm here tonight to just hang out with you guys and let you know about Morales Cigars. At the end of the day, we completely support Morales Cigars. Emmanuel and Yenny, the two that run this, are phenomenal people that clearly have an attention to detail and craftsmanship in what they do. I mean, the wrapper on this is a little oily, but not much. Just a few veins here and there, but a generally very smooth cigar. Redbeard, yeah, doing live is hard. You know what? You just get to hang out, and it's like sitting down with a buddy, but it's just me staring at a phone or a camera. And so it's day on. What's going on? Happy Sunday evening to you, wherever you may be. I am Tim with Dad Smoking Cigars. For those of you that maybe are just jumping on here that maybe don't know about us, we do cigar reviews. We hang out. We talk about them. And I say we because my business partner Kyle and I do this together, and we absolutely love it. Going live is fun. It's a whole new dynamic compared to recording our Fresh Review Fridays or our Whiskey Wednesdays, which we try and do about every other week here at Dad Smoking Cigars. We do a whiskey review. We've done everything from ones that are in an aluminum tin can that look like a can of paint thinner, to Blanton's and a whole bunch in between, to flavored ones like peanut butter whiskey put out by Screwball, to a couple smaller distilleries that have sponsored a couple episodes. So if you want us to try a whiskey, feel free to leave that down in the comments and let us know what whiskey, whether it's a blend or a scotch or a bourbon or a rye or whatever it is. We would love your input because we'd love to review it for you guys and just give you our take on what that whiskey is like for us. We are up for sponsorship, shameless plug. So if you'd like to sponsor any part of our episodes, we would love to talk to you about that. You can email me, tim@dadsmokingcigars.com, and I'd love to connect with you. What's up, Craig? Yeah, you're laughing at me. No surprise. I want you to try Aussie rum. Aussie, you know, when we got together a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and you were telling me that you enjoy rum a lot, I would love to try some Aussie rum. Absolutely. And I don't think Kyle would disagree with that at all either. So I'm picking up a little more breadiness, like I mentioned a minute ago. Ooh, and got a really, really good mouthful of like caramel notes. Like caramel earthiness, which is really, really good. And frankly, I'm enjoying it a lot. So again, I'm going to point you guys there because I'm going to talk about this the entire time I'm enjoying it. This is the Morales 803. Where is your event at again? We are 99% sure we're going to be at, and if those of you who haven't heard this before, we're 99% sure we're going to be at Embargo Cigars in Phoenix, Arizona. There's one other lounge that if Embargo does not work out, then we may look into. But for right now, we are looking at having our event at Embargo Cigars. I got to nail down the last few details with the lounge owner there. But we are excited because Embargo Cigars has made a living and sort of defied the odds of focusing almost exclusively on boutique cigars. And we've visited them, great staff, great people. And so, yeah, that's where absolutely, Ben, we can't wait for you guys to be there. And I know I was talking with Chris, it was either Chris or David about a couple different opportunities, or maybe it was you that I emailed, Ben. I'm not sure which one of the three of you I emailed regarding some options for you as a vendor there. Up to you guys to decide, obviously, what you guys want to do for that. But that is where we are looking at having it. Craig said, sorry, my Wi-Fi is terrible at the moment. I'll bring a bottle for you guys when I'm in the States again next year. Oh, Craig, we would love that. And okay, Ben, good to know. If there are any other places that we need to check out, if for whatever reason things don't work out with Embargo, I'm sure they will for our first year. Obviously, we've talked the most with them, and David over there is just a great guy. And so we are looking forward to having the event there. Morales Cigars wants to jump on live. Let's get Emmanuel in here, the man, the myth, the legend, the creator of Morales Cigars. How's it going?
What's up, man?
How's your Sunday night?
Pretty good. Can't complain. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I got to tell you, and I know that we've, chatted through instant message and some different things in the past, but you, in all the right ways, are intentional about getting Morales cigars out there and partnering with lounges and letting people try your products. And we couldn't support you more. I mean, there's really no other way to put it. Kyle and I have an affinity for you and Yenny, and you guys hold a special place here at Dad Smoking Cigars because of the great products that you create. Not just because of you guys being awesome people, but because of the product that you put out and the attention to detail. I mean, Jay Clark, who went up and met with you, who's from South Carolina, who went down to Florida, I believe, and met up with you and hung out for a while and picked up some of your cigars. I mean, obviously, we wouldn't send people and support a brand if we didn't feel it was worth supporting.
No, yeah, it's definitely helped out. I think we met up with somebody else as well, off of your show. So it's definitely interesting, and pretty sure that won't be the end of it either.
No, absolutely not.
See who's located close to us and that kind of stuff. It's pretty interesting.
Absolutely. Rick Strawn, thanks for jumping on. Hope everything's going well for you on this Sunday evening. So, Emmanuel, if you want to give people sort of a rundown of your line, of what you guys do as Morales Cigars, and share sort of a little bit of your passion and how you guys got started, I think people would love to hear that.
Well, we started out being people who go to lounges. We're not second and third generation cigar makers or had grandfathers that were growing tobacco. We're
Sure.
regular people.
Absolutely.
We've been going this forever.
Uh-huh.
And it was kind of like a talking point between me and my wife who were at lounges. Oh, it'd be interesting to do this. It'd be interesting to do that.
Sure.
And it just kind of came. The opportunities kind of popped up and ended up working out. So my wife has been smoking for about 8 years, 9 years, something like that.
Okay.
And she had me smoking first.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Doesn't happen too often, but that's great.
No, everybody loves that story too.
That's awesome.
So the funniest thing was that she started smoking pretty strong right away. Her friends, she was staying in the Bronx. She was going back and forth to take care of some business in the Bronx.
Uh-huh.
So we moved down to Carolina, and she would stay with a friend, and just older Dominican guys, they'd smoke cigars and they'd smoke strong cigars.
Yep.
And basically they gave it to her and told her, here you go, start smoking. That's how it was. There was no, hey, kind of build up into it.
Okay.
They just got the strong cigars right off the bat.
Nice.
My story is the complete opposite. I started on a Macanudo Gold.
Okay.
And I stayed on that for like 6 months.
Okay.
And my graduation was going up to a Rocky Patel 99.
Okay.
Not much of a graduation. I stayed very connected, very mild for a long time.
Yep. And that's where I started. Before I knew much about cigars, I'd say probably more of the mild plus, getting into some of the Habanos, some of the mediums, things like that, and then a Cohiba here and there, Rocky Patels here and there, and some different ones, and mix them in, a couple Gurkhas and things like that, and then really fell in love with JM's Dominican Connecticut's, and they're a cheap, affordable budget stick at like $2.50 a stick, even here in California. But I really fell in love with them because it just fit my palate for where I was, and really didn't graduate until probably about a year and a half ago when Kyle and I just started to enjoy different cigars and try out more, and realized that my palate could gravitate more towards the medium to full-bodied cigars, and just fell in love with really the whole spectrum.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened for me. I would kind of dibble and dabble here and there. The Olivia Perfecto G was kind of like the first dark colored cigar I had, even though that's not very strong.
Right.
I think that's the very first one that I can remember. Oh, that's a dark wrapper. Yeah. So now, aside from our own, I really like. I'm still more of a medium to full guy, but I'll venture out to a full. But two brands that I personally like right now are the San Cristobal
Mm-hmm.
and the My Fathers.
Nice.
If I see one of those two, if I see one of those two out there, I'm probably gonna grab those. So those are medium to fulls. They have some full ones, but
Uh-huh.
I really think that there's a lot of flavor in those two numbers.
Well, and My Father puts out great cigars, and there's no other way to put it. There's a reason that they have top cigars, top rated cigars annually, because they know what they're doing.
Yeah. The one that we're kind of like really in love with right now is the Viva La Vidas, the Jester.
Yeah. I haven't tried the Jester yet, but the Viva La Vida line is amazing.
Yeah, we had the Toro, I would say back in March up in New York. It was just a trip that we had to take.
Uh-huh.
And that was the place I ever had it. It was
Okay.
up there for a while, and it wasn't really down here, down in the south,
Uh-huh.
until about 2 weeks. And then one of the lounges that we work with all of a sudden posted it on Instagram. And that's how we kind of knew it was starting to come down this way now. And then now it's starting to pop up everywhere. So
yeah.
I guess they just kind of regional thing for a little while.
Yeah, it was regional. Billy and Gus were traveling around, doing a really good job of getting the word out. Lancero, well done, Ben. Billy and Gus are great guys, and they traveled around and they hustled. And they hustled and hustled, and it's an AJ Fernandez blend. For those of you that aren't familiar with Viva La Vida, it's an AJ Fernandez blend, and it's really well done. AJ sort of has his unique thumbprint or fingerprint, if you will, on the cigars that he makes with his blending process and how he, blends everything and pairs them together. And then once they started getting distributed by AJ Fernandez within the last month and a half or so, 2 months, they've really gotten a lot more national spotlight.
Yeah, and we're happy about that. We already put a couple friends on, but they really like the stick. So.
Absolutely. Well, and then they partnered with Redbeard Cigar Company, so Luxury Cigar Club, like I mentioned a few minutes ago. They partnered with them and put out an exclusive just partnership with Luxury Cigar Club, their Lancero, which just came out, which I have heard nothing but amazing things talking about that cigar, which doesn't surprise me because when you get something that's blended as well as what the Viva line is, and you put it into a Lancero, people just tend to fall in love because of the way that the Lancero Vitola just lends itself to the flavor, how they exaggerate the flavors in good ways.
Absolutely. Yeah. But it's been a fun ride. We're already starting to think about what we're going to do next, and just kind of learning the industry. Like I said, we're first generation, so we always look at it from the brick and mortar stores for the most part, and the average consumer.
Sure.
We always just kind of try to look things that way, and I think it's been a good approach for us so far.
Absolutely. So, of your 1205 and the 803, which one do you tend to smoke more and enjoy more, if I can ask that?
In the beginning, it was the 1205.
Uh-huh. Which is your original blend, correct?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Just because it was more of a medium, so I kind of gravitated towards that one.
Yep.
I'm finding myself smoking the 803 a little bit more, just because it's pretty smooth.
It is.
It's a full body.
Uh-huh.
It's a full body. It's heavy on smoke.
Yes.
But it's not like a double Ligero. It's
No.
not a kick you in the butt kind of cigar.
No, not at all.
So it's up there. I would kind of put it maybe to like a light full body because it's pretty smooth.
It is.
Some notes here and there, pepper here and there, but it's not anything that you'll wake up in the morning and be like, man, that was a heavy cigar.
No, exactly. It's not one. Obviously, I'm pretty much through the first third now, and it's got, like I mentioned a minute ago, the flavor just sort of coats your mouth in a really good way. It doesn't drop off. It's not one that leaves you going, okay, I had the flavor while the smoke was in my mouth, and now it's gone. It's one that is a smooth draw. I mean, the construction on it. I mean, before I lit it, I felt it and I thought, man, this is really tightly packed. I wonder what the draw is going to be like. The draw is smooth, and the flavor is, it's not an overpowering, full-bodied by any means. It's definitely, if you were looking to graduate from a medium-bodied lover, if you were into the Habanos and the medium and you wanted to get more into, graduate yourself without going to a Mexican San Andreas or anything like that, this would be a great choice to do that with.
Yeah, I agree. And that's probably why I like it as much as I do, because that's my natural progression. progression. So it kind of just worked out, you know.
Perfect.
We're gonna make sticks that we like too. So.
Exactly. Well, and clearly other people are enjoying them because we're seeing them start to pop up, obviously, because you guys are doing a great job with that and seeing them pop up here and there and people reviewing them. And I know that we have held on to this one for probably a couple months now since we did the 1205 review. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I decided to light this one up tonight and go live and share it. And obviously, you know, you and I have, and with Kyle have, you know, talked back and forth of, hey, we'd love to get your thoughts on it, all that, and you know what, let's just go live, let's do this. And I appreciate your patience until we could make it work out. But man, it's a great cigar. Now, do you guys have plans, since you started as a Connecticut, more of a mild-bodied cigar? Do you have plans of making anything that's lighter, or am I allowed to ask that?
You know, a lot of people have been asking for something more mild or something with a Connecticut, and you know that's something that we definitely want to do, just because you know you want to grow your portfolio and make sure you're keeping everybody intrigued and interested in the brand. But what me and Jenny have talked about over the last 3 or 4 days
Okay.
is actually it's something. It's a barber pole, I can say that.
Okay.
We're working on the blend now.
Nice.
It's probably gonna be somewhere in a medium. The reason for that is it's a whole concept. The artwork, the name, everything is gonna be a concept. So it might lead into a series.
Sure.
Without going too much detail.
Oh, absolutely.
It might lead into one cigar being like the brand of a series, and then kind of spawning from there.
Okay.
But the concept's going to be something with a barber pole. It'll probably be more towards a medium, just so that we can kind of get as many people smoking it as possible. And then if it works out, we might kind of venture out from there and do some other stuff with a heavy and a Connecticut. And kind of, it's a balancing point.
Nice. Very cool. Now, I know the backstory on it, but obviously it's better coming from you. How did you name the 1205 and the 803? Because I know that there's some special meaning behind each of, each of the names given to those cigars.
So the 1205 was our beginning blend.
Mm-hmm.
That was when my wife and I met. We met back in December of 2005. We were actually working together.
Mm-hmm.
She couldn't stand me at first. We worked in kind of different departments. And we got kind of stuck together around Christmas time.
Okay.
I had to close up the shop we were at, and she was waiting for a ride, and we just kind of got talking. And the way she tells us, she understood I had a heart. I was young. I was really focused on just getting the job done, and I wasn't really too worried about anything else.
Uh-huh.
So then she said, after our conversations, she was just like, "Oh, this guy has a heart. He must not be that bad."
He can't be that bad of a guy. He's got a heart.
Yeah. Really what got her was that I had a son. So my son was very young at that age. He's
Okay.
17 now.
Okay.
Yeah. So he'll actually be 18 on the 11th.
Is he interested in cigars at all?
Oh, he can't wait. He can't wait. He cannot wait to go into a lounge on his 18th birthday. He's like, we're not going to school, right? Like, I'm not going to school, right? We're just gonna go.
We're gonna go lounge hop.
Yes, that's what he wants for his birthday. So she kind of got some stories about that, and basically that kind of softened her up. We got talking and been together.
Nice.
So that was December 2005.
Okay.
The 803 is the area code for Columbia. So we live in Columbia, South Carolina.
Oh, that's right. South Carolina. For some reason, I was thinking Florida, but I knew it was over that area.
Yeah. And as far as cigars, that was kind of the beginning for cigars.
Okay.
Because, by then, my wife had started smoking, even though she smoked in the Bronx.
Take it easy, Craig.
Really living down here.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Sorry, Craig, one of the guys jumped off, so I was just saying goodbye to him.
Okay. And, I started smoking cigars once we already moved down here. So as far as the beginning for our cigar saga and our cigar, beginnings, it would be in Columbia. So that's what the 803 is for.
Very cool. Well, there is 20 seconds left on this live. I do not want this to end because I'm still mid-cigar and you're enjoying a cigar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this one and jump back on. For anybody that's on Instagram, feel free to jump back on with us. I'm with Emmanuel of Morales Cigars. So I will jump on in just a second and have you jump back on with me, all right?
That works.
Perfect. See you in a second. All right, guys, on YouTube, I'm going to jump back on Instagram. I'm about halfway, not even halfway, just getting into the second, third, and enjoying it here on this Morales Cigars. Let me know on YouTube if you guys can hear my conversation with Emmanuel. Hopefully you can. And I'm going to get him back on here now. And we're going to go from there and continue this live cigar review and talking with Emmanuel of Morales Cigars. So I'm back here on Instagram, guys, back here live, continuing back up with this Morales 803 cigar, which is delicious, a nice medium-bodied cigar. Yes, his audio is good. Oh, thank you, Paul, for letting me know. I appreciate it. Thank you guys on YouTube for sticking around, for everybody that is still tuning in. We love being able to give you guys, even though he's not here in the HQ, giving you guys the ability to sort of get an inside view from the manufacturer of a cigar line, much like many other people do. Andy Van Dyke jumping in on Instagram as well. So we've got Emmanuel back here, and let's continue the conversation. So you were telling us about how the 1205 got its name for that blend because December of 05 is when you met. Now, I've been saying Yenny. Do you pronounce it Jenny? Is that the proper pronunciation? I've probably been butchering it for all this time then.
It's Yenny.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Yenny.
Okay.
So her name is, it's spelled with a Y.
Mm-hmm.
I call her Yenny, but the way she pronounces it is Jen Nessie.
I'll never try that way.
She pretty much just tells everybody Jenny. It's fine too.
Okay, perfect. And then the 803, because of Columbia, South Carolina, the area code where you guys are. So for those of you on YouTube and here on Instagram that are chiming in still, we appreciate it. But as you can see, when someone is getting started in the cigar industry, the cool thing about it, like other boutique brands that we've talked about, is people have a passion behind what they do, and they want to personalize it so that they can tell a story behind the cigars that they create. The Bourbon and Rye Club, what's going on? Happy Sunday evening to you. And so I'm enjoying this 803 here with Emmanuel of Morales Cigars, and I'm just enjoying the cigar. I'm into the second third, and Emmanuel, I got to tell you, the second third is developing so well. I'm picking up a lot more of some espresso notes, a little bit of leather, not a whole lot, but espresso and some cocoa for sure, and it's really developing well.
Glad to hear that. You've had it in the humidor for about 4 months now, so it's got to be good to go.
Oh, it's definitely good, that's for sure. Smoking Hottie, what's going on? Nikki, how you doing this Sunday evening? Thanks for jumping on here. For those of you just jumping on, I know I've mentioned it a few times already, but I am chatting with Emmanuel of Morales Cigars. And if you have not tried Morales Cigars, go and check them out. It's moralescigar.com. And you can check out their blends, what they're all about, and all of that fun stuff about them. But yeah, this second third is definitely developing and transitioning well. And what do you guys look for, or what is... as you're going through and doing your blending process, like you mentioned a minute ago, you've got some new stuff in the works that could potentially become a new line. But what is it that you guys, do you have specific flavor notes in mind when creating a cigar, or do you just create a cigar? Jay Clark, what's going on? Bourbon and Rye Club. Yes, moralescigars.com is the website. So when you're blending a cigar, Emmanuel, what are you looking for? Do you specifically have a flavor makeup in mind, or do you blend until you just find something that you fall in love with?
Well, the 1205 was really a collaboration mostly with the guy who's doing our cigars, our master blender. He's in the Dominican, in La Romana.
Uh-huh.
And basically that one came about where he kind of pointed us in the direction, and we kind of started sampling and then kind of went from there, what we liked, what we didn't.
Okay.
That one was was actually like a pretty easy pick because it just stood out a lot, and we liked it like right off the bat.
Okay.
On the 803, we kind of knew what we were looking for a little bit more on that one, so we
Okay.
were kind of guiding him with what we wanted.
Nice.
Because, if we had the other one medium, we wanted to complement it with more of a full body. The American market, a lot of guys like a lot of strong cigars.
Yes.
You got a medium, you got to balance it out.
Yep.
So we kind of went into knowing what we wanted on that one, and so we flew down to the Dominican, and it's great. I don't know if you ever had the experience, but
No, we would love to be able to go and do the full tour, whether it's in the DR, whether it's Nicaragua, wherever it is. We would love one day to be able to go and travel and see that whole process.
So we sit down, right, at a table, and he's got a couple of different people he works with, or he gets, wants feedback from on the cigars, and we're all sitting down. So 3 hours of this is all you have. Here, try the cigar. Try the cigar. You smoke about the first third, and he's already giving you another cigar. Try this. Tell me what you think of it. Where are we going here? So me, again, coming from a lounge atmosphere, you usually go to a lounge, you're smoking the whole cigar, right?
Yep.
You're not going to leave it a third or a half.
Yeah.
So we're jumping from cigar to cigar. I'm like, wait, what about all these other cigars? What you doing? Like, I got to finish it all the way through. He's like, if you don't like it by the first third, we're moving on.
There you go.
That's like the mentality. Yeah, so that was the mentality. If you're not getting it right off the bat, then we're moving on to something else. So that was really interesting. That was days and days and days of doing that.
Oh, darn.
It was
what a rough life.
We want this a little strong. Yeah, right? My wife always tells everybody, like her family calls her sister calls her, and she's like, what are you doing? She's like, well, we're in a lounge. She's like, we're working. She's like, yeah, right, you call that work. I'm like, but there's a lot of other stuff that goes behind it.
Yep.
And so we were like, well, we want this a little stronger. We want this. We don't want this wrapper. We like this one better. Until you just kind of figure out what you want.
Sure.
Like I said, we're not blenders, so we don't have that experience. So
sure.
Really what we have to go off of is our years of smoking and what we like from other people and what we don't like.
Good for you.
Like I said, ultimately, do we want to buy this cigar?
Yep. You've got to be able to stand behind what you're putting out, and the fact that you can, and thank you for giving us that input, that you guys enjoy your cigars. Obviously, you have to if you're going to be out there and have the passion to sell them. Jay Clark said, nice, brother. That's very interesting and a heck of an experience, I'm sure. But the fact that you guys can go and sit down and go, I like this one, or you know what, maybe not as much on this one, or you know what, that's too strong on the pepper, or whatever the case may be. The fact that you guys sat down and were intentional about saying, no, this is the blend we want, and working with a master blender who clearly knows what they are doing to be able to put the different leaves together in different ratios. It truly is an art form.
Absolutely. And it's not just, hey, send me these cigars up, just send me a medium. We took the time, we went down there, and, it's a lot to take in.
I bet.
It's a simple business. It's not rocket science, but at the same time, it's a skill.
Mm-hmm.
It's a skill that you take over time and over time. So where we can taste something in the cigar and say, hey, what's this note? He's like, well, it's this leaf, and this leaf, or it's not that leaf, or this leaf is, taking away this. So they know, and he knows exactly what's changing everything.
Mm-hmm.
We just can kind of tell whether we like it or not. This flavor note, do we like it? It is definitely something that takes a long time to learn.
I bet. And being able to, I guess, explain the different flavors, knowing that he can mix, these certain leaves together, whether it's sourced from Nicaragua or the Dominican Republic or, wherever it is, Honduras, all those different regions, and be able to know that, okay, I want this specific leaf, whether it's shade or whether it's this or whether it's that, as part of the blending process, and know what you're going to get flavor-wise, it's got to be years and years of experience to be able to do that, I'm sure.
He's in a small boutique factory, the guy that we work with.
Okay.
And just his roller alone, like his main roller, we went down there. She was 30 years old. she's been rolling for 12 years already. She started
Wow.
when she was 18.
Holy cow.
So just the roller alone has got that kind of experience. So
Man.
yeah,
Well,
it's definitely something when you get into it. It's not something that you'll be like, oh, I'm gonna just do this for a couple of years.
sure.
You get better with it. So
Very cool. So, as you can see, I haven't been breaking off the ash because it's been holding on so well, which is very indicative, obviously, of a well-constructed cigar. I mean, the burn is near razor straight. The ash is holding on well. You guys all know that I'm not huge into long ash, but when I do a live review like I did with the Viva La Vida Torpedo that I had a few months ago, I want to give you guys as clear and transparent, if you will, of a review as I can, whoever cigar it is that I'm trying, because you guys are going to want to know whether it's worth buying. And the fact that a cigar ash is holding this well into the second third, it's burning, it's staying lit, it's doing really well. If you guys have not checked out, Morales Cigars, you've got to go do it, because hopefully me doing this kind of a live video can give everybody out there that sees this, whether you're watching on the playback or whether you're watching it live right now, give you guys an idea of just a true representation of the boutique cigar manufacturers and the attention to detail that they pay in crafting a cigar that not only tastes good, not only burns well, not only has good construction, has good draw, all those different things. It gives you guys an idea as to opening up, hopefully, your mind to other cigars that you want to try, and be able to go, okay, you know what, I haven't heard of them, but because it's recommended, I need to go try it out. And we fortunately have, and we're going to give the glory to God, because Kyle and I always do that. We're going to give the glory to God for the platform that He's blessed us with at where it is now. And as it's continuing to grow, it's not growing by gangbusters, and we're okay with that because we've got a core group of people that enjoy what we do. And so we just want you guys to be able to learn more about the boutique lines and what we enjoy, and hopefully pick them up for yourselves and support these truly family businesses and support family livelihood of people that enjoy cigars, that love them, and want to share their passion. And as you guys, as you said, Emmanuel, you guys started by enjoying cigars, and just by enjoying them, you thought, you know what, let's see where we can go from there. And I'd say you're absolutely headed in the right direction.
thank you, appreciate that.
Absolutely. Well, and Jay Clark's on here, and he was one of the guys that you met up with, and he even said they are definitely a very well-constructed cigar, and most definitely recommend picking some up. So another first-hand experience, guys. For those of you on YouTube that are watching, whether it's Paul or Andy or any of you guys, I mean, if you've got questions on YouTube, I'm going to read them, obviously, read them off, and let you guys hear answers directly from Emmanuel. But feel free to ask any questions and enjoy listening in on the source itself.
Yeah, I would just always tell everybody, make sure you're venturing out. And,
Yes.
If they're watching your show, they're probably pretty open as far as when it comes to cigars. But the first thing I pretty much do when I ever go into a lounge, especially over the last few years that I've kind of opened up a little bit, is what do you got new? And I'm pretty much open to trying everything now, just because I want to see where I'm at.
Sure.
I tried that Dom Pepin with the Blue Label. I tried that about a month ago, and it was really peppery for me. I'm not big into pepper.
Yeah, Don Pepin Garcia definitely puts out some spicy sticks.
Yeah, and but I wanted to try it. I was told, hey, he's got a reputation for doing that. I was like, all right, well, let me try it.
Yep.
Just always be open. That's what you're here for. This is, I always kind of liken it to craft beer. There's a reason why there's so many craft beer companies. You want to try different things.
Yep.
So just be open. Don't just go and grab the same stick every single time. Everybody's got their go-to.
Sure.
But be open and try different things.
Exactly. So Redbeard Cigar Ben is asking, are they brick and mortar only?
Yes. As of right now, yes. And I don't know if that's going to change.
Okay.
We came from lounges, so I think that's the way we're going to be growing, is through the lounges. And, not knowing what's going to be happening in the next year or two as far as online sales, think that's the way we're going to stay. For right now, we're in Jersey, we're in North Carolina, South Carolina, and we're hoping to grow from there.
Very cool. So we've got a question from YouTube from Steve, Blue Collar Sticks. We use his ashtray religiously here on our show. And his comment is, I agree. That is why I typically don't buy boxes unless it's something I absolutely love. And it plays exactly what you were saying, Emmanuel, that he wants to be able to diversify his palette and also diversify what can fit into his palette. And I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, you change. As time goes on, you change. Like, I've gone back to try some of those sticks that I tried in the beginning, and a couple of them I didn't like anymore.
Sure.
Or at least that one that I had.
Uh-huh.
And it just a couple of different ranges. I'm thinking of one right now. Obviously, I'm not going to name names. But
Sure.
I really tried a stick. I loved it the first time.
Mm-hmm.
I tried it, months later on. I didn't like it, so I said, okay, well, let me break the tie. I went back and tried it a couple years later, and I still didn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
Your mouth change is not always just for the stronger too; it's just for different tastes. So
exactly.
You have fun with it.
Exactly.
You want to try different things. It could be the visual aspect of it. It could be the band that catches your eye.
And this band, I'm gonna jump in. The band on both of these, on the 1205 and the 803, are so beautifully done. And I'll be honest with you, I've seen so many boutique bands that are out there to put out what one of our friends, Brandon Cigar Mechanic, will say. Excuse me. They're out there to put out flash. They're out there to just put out something flashy that catches your eye. But your bands are artistically done. And obviously there's the gold, and there's the sort of, I call it goldenrod, sort of that golden color for the 1205. But they're very beautifully done. And I mean, the coloring, the design of them, everything, they are eye-catching. But it's not just like flashy to try and catch your eye in hopes that you buy the cigar. They're definitely appealing, and it's one that stands out. And if I were looking in a brick and mortar, and it sounds like Redbeard, it sounds like Ben wants to get these into Arizona and try some out. So I'll let you two connect on that one. But this is one that I would look at because it has a catchy band on it, and it's not a simple band. And a lot of brands now are going to a very simple, almost printed, obviously printed paper, but a very basic band. You look at some of all the Ligas, you look at some of the other bands that are out there, whether they're, Intemperance or any of the other ones, and they're very basic in what they're doing for designs, and maybe that's sort of where they feel they need to go. But this would stand out if I'm walking into a humidor, whether it's a humidor that's only got 20 or 30 facings, or whether it's a humidor that's got 200 facings. This would be a band that I would definitely have catch my eye and make me intrigued enough to want to try it out, especially by looking at it. I mean, the wrapper on this one, like I said, it's got a little bit of an oily sheen to it, and a little bit veiny. But I mean, the cap that's on it looks like it's I think it's probably a double, maybe a triple wrap. I think a double wrap cap on it. And it's beautiful.
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody's got their flavor, right? Like, you mentioned some of those plain ones, and it depends on the stick, right? Like, I had over the weekend the Roma Craft, Whiskey Rebellion, and to me, that was like the perfect band for it.
Yes.
The meaning behind the sticks and everything. So,
yep.
It's just kind of all equals. The original concept for our company logo and the original those original bands was supposed to be my family crest, the Morales family crest.
Oh,
so
very
if
cool.
You look it up online, it's very complicated. So we kind of had to squeeze it down a little bit to make it work. As far as a logo and as far as the band itself.
It will not focus to save my life. But yeah. Well, Blue Collar Stick Steve again jumps in and says, the band might sway me to buy one, but the leaf blend will make me want to buy another one. And I think that's a great way to put it, Steve. When you look at a cigar, the band's got to be intriguing enough for you to go, ooh, that seems interesting, but what they put into it, how they blend it, and how it's constructed is what keeps you coming back. Because you can have the ugliest, you can have a simple white band that just says the cigar, and if it's a great cigar, people will come back to it. You can have the most expensive, fancy gold, filigree and printing and this and that and all kinds of stuff on it, and it may taste terrible, at least for your palate, and so you won't go back. So you've got to find the happy ground and the happy medium between both of those. And this is, again, flashy enough to get your attention, but good enough in the construction and the blend to keep you coming back.
Absolutely. And you got to do that, and that's the whole idea. Like you said, if we kind of, me and Jenny kind of categorize sticks in two different ways, right? You've got cigars that you try, and you just can't stand it, right? So you never buy again.
Yep.
I mean, honestly, you're going to buy. And unfortunately, that might put you off to a brand completely. That's why I say be open.
Yeah.
Just because you don't like one stick, you might like the other one.
Sure.
There might be a stick you try, and you say, I'm never having that one again. That's just like out.
Yep.
Right? Then you try another cigar, and it's like, it's okay, but it's not really my palate. It's not doing too much for me. Then you've got the cigar that you like, and you would buy again. And then there's those go-tos. So those are the kind of four categories we put sticks in ourselves.
Sure.
So, you've got the go-tos, you've got the ones that you would try again, not your thing too much. Wasn't a bad stick, just not your thing. And then you got the ones that you just won't try again.
Yep, exactly. And I've had my fair share of those too, where you try it. I mean, there are some, and I'm not going to say that they're all that way because I'm not a huge Rocky Patel fan overall. I've had the Decade, which was a great cigar, but I really enjoy the Vintage 92 by Rocky Patel. I think that's a great cigar, great medium plus cigar, good flavoring on it, great construction, great all of that. But other Rocky Patels that I've had, I actually don't care for a whole lot, and that's okay because that's just where my palate is. And yeah, you can't completely write off an entire brand just because you try one of them and go, oh, they all must be the same.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, every company has their sticks that you just like. It's probably very difficult for you to be completely off an entire brand if you haven't tried all of their sticks. And if you've tried a Bad Rocky or Bad Perdomo or whatever it is,
sure,
and you didn't give the rest of the cigars a chance, you can't say that they're all bad cigars.
No.
And obviously, these bigger companies have been making cigars for a lot of years.
Oh yeah.
People are liking the cigars.
Yeah, they're doing something right. People are buying them.
Right. So, I mean, again, it all goes back to there's a reason there's so many cigars is because that's part of the fun and the enjoyment is, playing around with the different blends, trying them out, seeing what you like, what pairs good with what,
Yep.
Cigar talk. You know what it is.
Absolutely. Well, and I'm picking up much more as I'm, definitely halfway into the cigar now. And again, the construction and everything, the ash is holding on. It's doing great. The smoke, I don't even know if you guys can pick it up on camera, but it just keeps smoking and doing well. I'm getting much more of the peppery notes now as it's developing. I mean, my mouth is salivating because it's so good. Developing more into the second, third, and the pepper notes and everything. Debbie and Fabian, what's going on? Thanks for jumping on here on this Sunday evening. But the stronger peppery notes, because I've had cigars that are very strong, like the United Firecracker that I mentioned earlier on the first live, that I enjoy, but it's a smaller cigar intentionally because it will knock you back. But I like the fact that this is a smooth cigar that doesn't throw you back, but you still get some of those stronger notes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I said, that's the idea. Not everybody wants a double Ligero kick you in the butt cigar.
Yep.
So there's a market for every type of cigar. Like you said, you might try it, you might not go back to it.
Sure.
But people are going to try a cigar, and everybody has to fit in where they want.
Yep.
So.
Exactly. So.
I'm glad you're enjoying.
Oh, absolutely. I am. I'm glad I let it sit as long as I did because obviously it's doing fantastic. But Kyle's probably going to be jealous that I've enjoyed it because he's obviously hearing my comments and he'll watch on the playback since he's taking care of some other stuff tonight. But I know he will be eager to try this cigar, and we would love whenever you guys do release new ones or test blends or anything to continue sharing what you guys are doing in the passion. We'd love to continue using our platform should you guys want us to continue sharing what you guys are doing and what you're releasing because, well, we're in love with both of the ones you've made so far, so we have no reason to doubt that it's only going to get better.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that. I'm hoping, depending on how the blend goes, I would like to, if possible, have the blend wrapped up by the end of this month.
Okay.
At least kind of, so we can start storing it and let it sit until early next year.
Uh-huh.
And then get all the graphic design work behind it. It's really going to tell a story. So it is going to be a bit of a flashy design on this one, as far as on the label. But
Sure.
the label's going to tell a story.
Very cool.
I think everybody will be able to understand what the story is. It's a very broad spectrum. And the box, however, the initial concept design that I have on the box is completely different from if you've seen my boxes on my Instagram page.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's more traditional. You know, it's got the name and it's not too much going on.
Right.
So it's a plain box as far as the initials. This one's going to be pretty out there.
Nice.
You know, it's going to be very colorful. It's going to have a lot of things going on, but again, it's geared towards a story. That's
Perfect.
really the point that I want to get across. It's not just flashy to be flashy.
No.
It's got purpose.
There's a reason behind it, and people love buying into a product that has a story behind it.
Yeah, and like I said, it's gonna be a story that anybody in the world can kind of relate to and understand. And you know, it just won't be like a personal one. It is a personal one to me, but because it's everybody's story. So I'm excited. We literally have just come up with it in the past 3 or 4 days. And
Awesome.
I've got to kind of get the art together and piece it together and see what like a rough draft is, and then get with our graphic designer and see how they can kind of make it come to life on in a drawing.
Sure. Very cool.
Because I'm not artistic at all. There's no artistic bone in my body. Just painting nothing. I don't have any.
Which is why you trust the people that are good at it to make that happen.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. And so we've kind of made some preliminary conversations about what we want to do and how it's going to get set up and the timing of it. So it kind of, at this point, really is more about the blend than everything else. Everything else will kind of get pieced together pretty quickly because I know what I want.
Uh-huh.
It's making sure that this sticks right.
Nice.
Because it's going to be, and I've looked it up, and I haven't seen that this particular size or shape is really being used.
Ooh.
So I got to do more research. I don't want to put my foot in my mouth, but
Sure.
I don't think in particular anybody's using this shape and size kind of paired with everything else I want to do. So it'll be a little different.
Very cool. Well, Blue Collar Sticks is chiming in on YouTube. I've mentioned him a couple times just because he's a good friend of ours here. He takes cigar boxes and turns them into ashtrays. In fact, I'll show, for those of you who may not be familiar with it, I've got it sitting right here. I think it may have ash in there from an old cigar. Nope, it's cleaned out. I couldn't remember. So he took whatever cigar this was from and put our logo on it, was very generous in doing that. And then on the bottom of it, of course, wants his branding on there, so he put Blue Collar Sticks on there. But his comment, well, and then inside he put the Pacific Cigar Show logo. It's lined with metal on the bottom, and it's cool because on each side of it, it's got a notch for your cigars. And so it's a cigar rest and ashtray combo. And the comment that he made was, ooh, sounds like a cool box to make an ashtray out of and be able to do more with it. So that would be kind of fun when he gets to see what the box looks like. I know his wheels will be turning. Obviously, not that we're just going to have you send him boxes to turn into ashtrays, but that's just sort of his thought process and the way that he goes is being able to make a fun ashtray and something that really can stand out.
Yeah, it'll stand out. That's for sure.
Good. I'm excited.
I'm really excited about it, and it'll be interesting because it's pretty much 100% our idea.
Nice.
Something that we came up beginning. the crest was already there, obviously,
Yeah.
before we got into it. We just kind of modified it a little bit. So it was already there. The concept has been around since the beginning.
Sure.
But just the way that we're going to put it on paper is going to be really interesting.
Very cool.
Or put it on in a label and everything else.
Yep.
So, and then we just the stick to be able to tell the same type of story.
Yep. Continue it on. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. So, do you any information or anything that you want to share with anybody? I'm not cutting off this interview or this live by any means, but anything you want to share, anything else with anybody of what you guys are doing, involvement in the cigar industry, or who you guys are looking to network, or if there's anybody that ends up watching this that is part of a brick and mortar, because I know you said that that's the model you want to stick with, which I think is awesome. How can they get in contact with you, or what do you want to do moving forward in the industry to be able to continue getting Morales cigars out and in people's hands?
Well, it's definitely brick and mortar, unless something crazy changes. So, if you're close with any of the viewers, if they're close with anybody that has a brick and mortar and they want to reach out, we'll be glad to send out samples and see if we can do business with. Other than that, we're just kind of generically growing.
Sure.
Kind of like a steady pace, because we want to make sure that, we can't just drop off cigars and walk away, because not everybody knows who we are yet. So, we like to visit the lounges and make sure that the customers know us and
Yep.
kind of keep tending to what we're building.
Exactly.
But we do have the Instagram up, so if anybody wants to reach out as far as a lounge or any kind of contact, they can hit us on Instagram. We do have the Facebook up. It's the same thing, Morales Cigars. On the Facebook, there's the emails. Well, as far as associations or whatever, we actually were down in Florida a couple of days ago.
Okay.
And we met
nice.
with there's one of the guys that is, he's not in charge of it, but he's a big contributor to it. He has a lounge in Ocala, Florida.
Okay.
It just so happens my father actually lives in Ocala.
Oh.
He moved down there after he retired, so went to visit him, and we just happened to go to a lounge, and we were there and said, okay, where's the closest lounge? We went there, and it just so happened we walked into it.
Uh-huh.
My wife's been wanting to do something with Operation for Warriors for a while now, and we just walked right into the right spot.
That's
So
awesome.
we're kind of into them to see what we can do. There's certain restrictions because of regulations of what we can and can't do. So we're going to be talking to them to see, when we do live our events, especially around here, and we're going to Jersey at the end of this month for a few days. If there's anything that we can do together or moving forward, how we can work it all out. So, that's really important to us.
Yep.
In Colombia, there's a huge base called Fort Jackson.
Okay.
Never heard of it. So, there's a lot of military people and retired as well that
Yep.
are in our community. So it's really important.
Very cool. Nice. Baker Smoke, thanks for jumping on here. I am hanging out with Emmanuel of Morales Cigars, and I am really enjoying the Morales 803 tonight while talking with Emmanuel. As you can see, the construction, everything is doing fantastic on this. I want to break off the ash, but I just want to see how far it'll go, so I don't think I'm going to. But yeah, if you guys have not heard of Morales Cigars, look them up, moralescigars.com. Check them out. They're predominantly brick and mortar. They are brick and mortar right now. That's what their business model is, which is fantastic. Because let's face it, in the industry, there are a lot of online retailers and places, and I'm not going to name any of them, that are large conglomerates and warehouses where you can order from and do all of that kind of stuff. But being able to stick to, frankly, what I consider the tradition of a brick and mortar before the internet craze and everything took over, 15 years ago, if you will, of the internet, and being able to order, and the .com, bubble and the boom and all that kind of stuff happened. But brick and mortar is really the traditional way of going to a lounge, going to a brick and mortar store, and being able to pick out a cigar, sit there, smoke it, enjoy it, and know exactly where you can get it again.
Yeah, I understand why people order online. I've ordered online before, but there's something else that you're lacking when you're not going to a lounge. Like, I'm sitting outside in front of my porch right now, smoking a cigar, and that's fine, great.
Mm-hmm.
We really like the interaction when you go to a lounge. So
Oh, absolutely.
a lot of the lounge owners are small business owners. They're great people.
Yep.
We've met a lot of veterans that own shops.
Mm-hmm.
People are people. So
Yep.
some people are great, and some people are great. You can get a mixture.
Mm-hmm.
But we really enjoy the lounge atmosphere because, I've always said this, you can be next to a plumber or a congressman. You'll never really know the difference.
No,
You
it's...
can just have that conversation.
Oh, absolutely. It's an even playing field, and we love that about the cigar community, because we can be sitting in a lounge, like you just mentioned, and we've sat next to people that go out and get in their Maserati and drive off, and you have no idea what they do for work. They may be, a stockbroker or a doctor or whatever the case may be, but when you're sitting down in a lounge, it's an even playing field. It doesn't matter your economic status. It doesn't matter whether you spent the last $20 in your wallet on a couple cigars or whether, you've got a bankroll in your pocket. It's a community that doesn't care about status. It's a community that cares about fellowship and truly that just being communal and in a community atmosphere together. And one quick comment and a question, actually. Steve is asking, I might have missed it. Is there a way to get them? I'm in the Chicago area.
We're not there yet.
Okay, not there yet. Yet being the key word.
Yet meaning we would like to eventually be everywhere.
Sure.
But we want to be in the right spots. We want to be in places that are boutique friendly, and understand that if somebody comes in, kind of guide them in the right direction, or just try something different.
Yep.
So we want to find good spots. One of the things we look at is, would we go there?
Mm-hmm.
Just like would we smoke the cigar? It's would we go to the lounge?
Yeah.
And there's different atmospheres for different moods.
Mm-hmm.
But if anybody has any questions, you can just send us a direct message, and we'll see where you're at and see what we can do.
Perfect. Very nice. And I am picking up, just to go over more of the flavor notes of this, definitely getting much more of the picking up like a stronger wood, sort of a charred wood kind of a flavor note. But the strong pepper that was there at the beginning of the second, third, has tapered down just a little bit, and it's getting much more of the charry woods kind of notes, but still the savory. I don't want to say it's a caramel because it's not, but there's a savory sweetness to it as well that's really good that I'm enjoying. And so it's yet again, kudos to the craftsmanship and your guys' attention to detail of being able to put something together that is going to be a complete experience for that cigar, and being able to say, okay, I like how it went that way, or I like how it's going in this particular direction, and that it is a smooth transition, because I'm sure you've smoked many cigars before that it transitions and it goes, oh, hey, that took a turn that I didn't expect, or it kind of catches you by surprise because it becomes so overpowering. It takes away from the the flavor notes leading up to that point. And so I'm really enjoying this a lot, and I know I've said that a lot, and it's not because I'm sitting here talking with you about it, because that we shoot straight here. If it was a cigar that I didn't care for, I'd be upfront and tell you, but that's not the case here by any means, and I'm having a good time.
Yeah, no, you guys definitely keep it honest. On the first review you did, Kyle had some burn issues, and you guys told it how it is. You said the flavor was still there. I know yours was fine.
Uh-huh.
Kyle had some burn issues. You said the flavor was still there, but every once in a while you have those. But I'm really glad you're enjoying it.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
And the last thing I just want to touch on, going back to the fellowship and why we like the lounges. One thing I said about anywhere from a plumber all the way up to a congressman. The other thing that I do say a lot is, you really don't see a lot of trouble when you're talking about cigar smokers.
No.
You're looking for time. So I always joke around that if everybody in the world was smoking a cigar at the same time, you'd have world peace for about an hour.
I know, right?
Yeah.
We should just try it. Have a global HERF and get everybody a cigar and just have everybody sit back, relax, and go, Ah, this is the life. Why do we ever complain about anything?
Global Herf 2020.
There you go. Global Herf 2020. We got to figure out a way to make that happen. Have people internationally all enjoying a cigar. Oh, that would be awesome.
That would be pretty crazy.
Yep.
Join their hand for a moment.
I know, right? Peace around the world, all over a cigar. Nothing wrong with that at all. Well, I'm going to slide this band up. Sorry, go ahead.
That ash is gonna break when you remove the label. Huh?
We'll see. I'm sliding the band, and again, kudos to the craftsmanship of it. Boom, came off clean.
All right.
Look at that. Dan Davila, I don't know if you're still on here. I don't know if you're enjoying a cigar still or what's going on, but if anybody has lit up another cigar, whether you're tuning in on YouTube or whether you are here on the Instagram, if you guys have lit up another cigar, update us. Let us know what you've got going on and what you are enjoying. I really, it's one of those, like, I don't want to be that guy that takes a draw and just ashes all over. So I've got my ashtray placed going, okay, I think I've got it covered. I think I'm going to be good. If it breaks off, I'm not going to ash all over myself.
You're gonna make your mark.
Yeah, exactly. Whether it's a burn mark on the bar or myself, I'll make a mark. So, but no, this is, I know I just keep repeating myself, but it's so good, and the deep V cut that I put in it, I mean, it's just the draw, the flavor, everything. It's performing so well. So guys, what other questions do you have? Feel free to chime in. What questions have you got? Oh, did we lose Emmanuel? I think he went to go grab his charger. Hopefully he doesn't drop off. If he does, I'm going to stay on and we'll get him back on if that all works out. Maybe he paused himself. I'm not sure. But yeah, me. I am greatly enjoying this Morales cigars. And guys, if there are any cigars that you want us to try on a live and just review it, or if you know of a manufacturer that would be interested in doing this with us, oh, bummer, looks like he dropped off. If you have a cigar or a cigar manufacturer that you would like to have us review or talk with, or be able to pseudo partner with for an episode, please let us know. Reach out to us through our Instagram, send us a message, and stay connected with us. We greatly appreciate everybody that jumps on to support Dad Smoking Cigars and everything that we are about, and just being part of the cigar community. HM King Mark, what's going on? Happy Sunday evening. I am enjoying the Morales 803. I cannot get this to come in clear to save my life. My phone sucks with that, evidently. And as you can tell, the ash and burn are doing great. I am definitely getting through almost the end of the second third here. But HM King Mark, what are you smoking? Are you enjoying a cigar right now? Are you doing anything fun right now? Or are you just sitting back, relaxing, and listening to me jabber while you stare at my mug and as I enjoy this cigar? Definitely picking up some more of the stronger pepper notes. It faded out for a minute, and then it's definitely back. But there's that savory note that's in there. There's that oaky char and that savory note that really just does not want to drop off, and I'm glad, because it's doing really, really well for me from flavor and everything. But what questions do you guys have for me? We've got some fun stuff in the works. Kyle and I are working on some new merchandise to hit our store, to hit our shop. So stay tuned for that. We're going to be doing some stuff for all the ladies out there that have said, hey, your Dad Smoking Cigars, we love what you guys do, but we want to see what you're going to put out for the ladies. We are in the design process right now of putting stuff out into our shop for the ladies. There's Emmanuel, jump back on. His phone died. No worries, Emmanuel. But we are busy doing some more designing and content creation for you guys so that we can make sure we are taking care of everybody that so faithfully follows us here at Dad Smoking Cigars. Let's see here real quick. Perfect. Jay Clark, I'm going to ask you a question. What are you smoking, Jay Clark? John, are you lighting anything up, or did you, if you still have any Morales, did you light up one of your Morales cigars? What are you enjoying tonight, brother? There we go. Look at the smoke output, guys. And typically, from what I've experienced, with cigars that have a lot of smoke output, and I don't know if maybe I'm just generalizing it, and I kind of am, but I tend to not get a long ash hold on ones that have a lot of smoke output because it usually means you've got a really good draw, and the construction of it tends to lack when you've got a really good draw on cigars, not because it's too loosely wrapped or filled and packed together, but this one is doing great. The burn's just a little bit off, but part of that I'm going to say is because the long ash is going so long that it's not getting as even of a burn, but it is not taken away from the experience. John just got home from work and getting ready to light one. Yes, sir. Good. Light one up. Enjoy putting smoke in the air with us. Let's see here. Steve's still tuning in. A couple other people there on YouTube enjoying this live. Thank you guys for jumping on with me tonight as I decided to jump on here. Obviously, I tagged Emmanuel. No, I don't have any more Morales, and I need to get the 803. Yes, you do. Art Junkie 88, what's going on? Thanks for jumping on here. I'm Tim with Dad Smoking Cigars, and I am live reviewing the Morales 803, which is a fantastic cigar. They are available in brick and mortars, limited brick and mortars right now, as they are continuing to work on distribution and expanding where they are carried. And it is a delicious cigar. So yeah, thanks for jumping on with me on this Sunday evening, Sunday night. And I'm going to take a quick poll here. It is, we just did time change here in California and across most of the nation, except for Arizona, Hawaii, and a couple other states. What's your thought on time change? I'm going to switch it up completely here. I mean, essentially we gained an hour last night, which was nice for anybody that's got kids. It makes it very nice. Because you get an extra hour of sleep and the kids, well, they sleep in longer. It's nice. Steve, but all right, brother, have a good night. I will be trying to get some Morales on the black market. Well, you know what? Hit up Morales Cigars, hit up Emmanuel, hit up Yenny, and see what we can do, see what they can do to get some cigars up there in your area in Chi-Town in Chicago, and see about getting these for yourself because they are worth it. I mean, to buy them and get them sent to you, it's a real treat, guys. There's no other way to put it. Art Junkie, are you smoking anything right now? Are you hanging out smoking anything? And Jay Clark, since you are going to light something up, what are you going to light up? What are the choices? Let us help you pick. Oh, the ash is doing so well. Draw's getting a little bit light on the smoke, so I'm wondering if it's because of how long the ash is on there, but we'll see how it goes. In a minute, I'm doing a tattoo. Oh, very cool. Well, then I take it Art Junkie 88 would be because you are a tattoo artist. Very cool. I have just one tattoo here. I've got 3 more that I want. Trying not to break off the ash on my cigar as I show you. Mine is a crown of thorns with the letters GWS, and yes, for those of you curious, I did have it wrapped all the way around my arm. There are many times where people get tattoos. AZ Fun Guy, what's up, Phil? Enjoying the Hawaiian life. Aloha. Living the aloha life. Many people go, oh, did you get a tattoo all the way back here? Because they say it's one of the most sensitive areas for me. Nah, I sucked it up. I did it. I enjoyed it. Phil, how's Hawaii treating you, brother? Thanks, man. Absolutely. How are you in Georgia enjoying your Hawaiian trip? From what it sounds like, it's been pretty humid. Oh, it's wonderful. Good. I'm glad. Now, which island are you on? Maui. Oh, well, there you go. You put in the answer before I could even ask it. It's like you read my mind, Phil. You are on the island of Maui. Very cool. Great nightlife there from Maui and everything that's available. So that's awesome. We're loving it. She says hi. Just to add some insight, if you look at the colors of the feathers on our logo, whenever we do the Connecticut, it will probably be Red Label. You heard it here first, guys. The next Morales cigars, whenever they do the Connecticut, will probably be a Red Label. So they've got the gold, sort of goldenrod, which is the 1205 for December of 05, when Emmanuel and Yenny met and started to get serious about each other, because Yenny realized that he had a heart and he was a nice guy, so she needed to check this guy out. And then with the 803 for the area code of Columbia, South Carolina, where they are located, is the Silver Band. And so the next one, the Connecticut, will be a Red Label. Very cool. Great insight. Thank you for that, Emmanuel. And you were off for a few minutes, or maybe you had jumped back on in time, Emmanuel, but Steve with Blue Collar Sticks is probably going to reach out to you because he wants to see about getting cigars up there in the Chicago area, getting some for him to try out and jump on the wonderful train known as Morales Cigars. I'm going to touch up the side here just a little bit. It's probably going to end up resulting in me losing my ash. Hopefully not. Just a little touch up though. I know whenever I've touched up the burn on a cigar before, it weakens the entire ash hold, but I don't think with this cigar I have anything to complain about. All right. Even that up just a little bit. Whoop! Dropping my lighter. Sorry, I probably made a loud bang for everybody listening right there. Like I said, I'm going to touch up the side and the ash is going to fall. But watch this. Holding together. Doing great. So I'm getting into the final third of this Morales 803. It is the Toro size, just in case any of you were curious. And the wrapper is right here for those of you that don't know. For their Toro, they are a 6x52, which is a great ring gauge, great size. Obviously, Toro, you're going to find it in 6. Usually it's anywhere from 50 to 54 traditionally. Is where a good Toro is, unless you get to a Toro Gordo, and then they're usually 54, 56, 58. Yeah, see, Emmanuel's laughing at me now because I dropped off the ash. Excuse me. But what other questions do you guys have for me? I'm enjoying this, and I'm just hanging out with you guys, enjoying a good cigar. So, Phil, if you're still with us, what cigars have you enjoyed lately? What has been filling up your time aside from Georgia and sightseeing in Hawaii on the island of Maui? What cigars you been enjoying lately, brother? And I'll ask a question too, another one while Phil may be answering that. Still at it, eh? Yes, Kyle, we are still at it here. And you probably just missed the ash drop off when I touched up the side of it. But, I mean, I don't know if you guys can pick up the smoke that's coming off of this. I know on Instagram you guys can see it. But the smoke on this is just coming right off. It's doing great. Lighting this Partagas Icon. Very nice. I have a Partagas in my humidor that I have not lit yet. I honestly don't know which Partagas it is. I know it's a Cuban, but I'm not sure which one. Yeah. So something that Kyle and I, and now he's back on with our YouTube, something that, do you smoke Black and Mild suit? No Black and Milds for me. I am not a Black and Mild fan. Honestly, I've never had a Black and Mild, but they've never appealed to me. We are, we are in the process of, like I mentioned a couple minutes ago, creating some new content, some stuff for the ladies out there that follow Dad Smoking Cigars. So be on the lookout for that. But one of the things we are looking at doing in the new year is creating sort of our own, you see it a lot, some of our friends do it, a lot of our friends do it. They've got their own group, if you will, a club online. And so we're looking at creating that as a membership base. And so put down in the comments if you guys would ever be interested in joining a membership-based club of Dad Smoking Cigars. The name for that I'm not going to announce right now because Kyle needs to be here for that, because it actually comes from his dad and the naming behind it. No! Yeah, Kyle, I know the ash fell. But we are looking at creating our junkie. We are looking at creating a paid membership club for Dad Smoking Cigars, and we would love to get your interest. We've got some people that are working on some mock-up things for us product-wise. I won't tell you what those products are. So we've got a lot of stuff in the works for you guys that have been faithfully following Dad Smoking Cigars. Kyle and I are absolutely appreciative and humbled by it. Jay Clark, hell yes. I'll join that one. And we're looking at doing some different things. You guys see the different clubs. Obviously, you know, they've got patches. We've got our Dad Smoking Cigars patch, which they're all sitting off camera over there, which is available on our website. But we're looking at doing something even, you know, larger than that. No, that was meant as a response to the Black and Mild question. Yeah, Kyle's not a Black and Mild fan either. But we're looking at doing something even more involved. I don't want to say bigger and better, but I want to say more involved for our content here as a membership. We've got some of our friends, whether it's Martina Maya, who's a great guy, good friend of Dad Smoking Cigars here, whether it's a couple other ones that are essentially private clubs that you have to be invited to that we're members of and we're part of. But we are looking at creating something that is a paid membership where you guys get different perks, some things included. Oh, that's where my patch is. Yeah, I've got your address now, though. So, John, it is going to be on its way to you tomorrow because today's Sunday, and clearly it didn't happen because today's Sunday and the mail doesn't come. I know you're just giving me a hard time, and I expect you to. Good for you. But we are going to be doing some fun stuff with that. We've got some samples and some mock-ups that are taking place overseas right now with a good friend of ours. And we've got some fun stuff coming down the pipe, but we would love to create a private Dad Smoking Cigars club. It's not going to be called Dad Smoking Cigars Club, but we are going to be creating that and hopefully launching it in the new year. Well, we're looking at Patreon style, but probably not using Patreon. We're not sure what platform we're going to go through for it yet, but that is the intention and the goal as to what we are going to do. So keep an eye out for that because we're going to be launching that, like I said, maybe some teasers here in the next month or so as we get ready to launch in the new year. I won't say January, but in the new year, what that is going to look like. And so we will keep you guys posted, include some merch, whether it be, after a few months of being a member, we send you out some of our swag or a shirt or a hat, different things like that, because we want to obviously keep you guys, we want to make it worth your while, I guess, at the end of the day. Whether we partner for some discounts for some different cigars or work with some of the different manufacturers and create some specials, those are the kinds of things that we're looking at doing since we are forming and have built relationships with some phenomenal whether they be cigar subscription services. I mean, there's a bunch of them out there to name, whether it's Luxury Cigar Club, whether it's My Monthly Cigars, and a whole bunch of others out there. We're looking at partnering and doing some different strategic things so that you guys can continue enjoying your cigars, enjoy being part of this cigar community, and really at the end of the day we can just continue enjoying them all together, and see where God takes this business venture for Kyle and I. So what are your thoughts on that? I know we've got John's take on it, as absolutely signed me up yesterday for it. But give me your thoughts on that. What would you guys want to see take place? Damp Cigars. What's going on, Greg, our friend? We have reviewed Damp Cigars multiple times here, whether it's smoking them live, whether it's just in our thoughts and posting about them, and doing review. Damp Cigars is another manufacturer that we absolutely have a special place in our hearts for here at Dad Smoking Cigars. But what would you guys want in a paid membership subscription type service? Not subscription in terms of sending out cigars monthly, because there are subscription services that are out there and they do a fantastic job, and that's not really a direction we want to go. But what would you guys want to have or want to see in a membership service, membership subscription? Yes, Greg, things are going well with us. We are keeping busy as always, and loving joining you guys as part of the cigar community. And Kyle, I just got to say, you are going to really, really enjoy this cigar. It's got peppery notes. It's got some good savory notes to it. It's got some charred woods. Picking up more of that savory. I guess there's I don't want to call it a nuttiness, but maybe some nuttiness to it. And it's just really good. So Kyle, when you, I guess I'm holding it hostage here in my humidor because it's here at my place. But when you get to try this, you are absolutely going to enjoy it. And it's going to be one that you're going to want to sit and pay attention to the flavor notes and what you get to experience and enjoy, because I know you are going to. Let's see here. Let's call some people out. So Art Junkie, or Emmanuel, obviously still with us because he wants to see how this continues to go for me. I don't know how much longer. We've got probably about another few minutes on this live, and I probably won't go live again after that. But what cigars? Oh, there you go. It's saying 25 seconds. So it looks like I'm going to get close to wrapping it up here, guys. So here's what I'm going to say. If you guys at all want to check out Morales Cigars, please do so, because they are fantastic. They're great. The flavor notes, the construction on this 803 is up to par with some of the best cigars that I've ever had. At the end of the day, there's no BS about that. So Tim with Dad Smoking Cigars, as always, we'll see ya. Well, that's the end of the Instagram, guys. I am not going to go live again. But for anybody chiming in on YouTube right now, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it here. It's been 2 hours. It's been a lot of fun enjoying this. As you can see, it's been a great, nice, slow-burning cigar for the Morales 803. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you to everybody that has jumped on here to contribute to the conversation. I know I use that phrase a lot, but that's really what it is. You're contributing to just hanging out, enjoying cigars, and getting my thoughts, or when Kyle does this, getting his thoughts on cigars and what we do. And so we are greatly appreciative, and really at the end of the day, we're humbled. We appreciate what you guys do, and it makes it worthwhile for us to continue doing what we do here at Dad Smoking Cigars. So I think I'm going to go ahead and end it there. And thank you guys again for chiming in, for tuning in. I know you've got a lot of things you can do on a Sunday evening, but I appreciate so much that you guys have jumped on the lives, jumped on and hung out with me for the last couple hours. I won't take up any more of your Sunday evening or late Sunday night, or if you're on the East Coast, your early Monday morning. So thank you so much. Again, this is the Morales 803 that I've been smoking. Great cigar, great construction, great flavors, great transitions, great everything. If I were to give a rating number on this cigar, and I haven't been keeping track of it in the Dad Cigar Journal, but if I were to give a number to this cigar as a rating, it would probably come in, for me, probably about a 91. No BS, no saying anything just because we had Emmanuel on here, which I greatly appreciate. For those of you on YouTube, I know you didn't get to see anything, but you got to hear the audio of my interview and sit down and talk with him. But those are my thoughts on the Morales 803. I'm Tim with Dad Smoking Cigars. We're going to be having some new Fresh Review Friday content coming to you this Friday. We're going to be having a barber pole from Regina Cigars, so be on the lookout for that. And Kyle and I will be here in the HQ. Maybe we'll go live tomorrow. I'm not exactly sure. But for Kyle, I am Tim. We are the Dad Smoking Cigars. As always, we'll see you.